Well, first of all, I want to tell you that I will be opening a forum for the ESP part 1, okay? So that you upload what you have completed up to now, right? The words and the summary. And on the other hand, I will be explaining conditionals 1 and 2, all right? And there we will finish all the grammar topics. On the other hand, you have the mock exam. The mock exam is a practice for the parcial, okay? So I recommend that you do it. And in some, I don't know if next week, we will be sending you the key, las respuestas, so that you can check if the mock exam is okay, all right? I don't know if I will be able next week, I don't know, and well, so that is why I want to do all this today. First of all, I'm going to share the campus. Wait a second. In the campus, I'm going to show you. Tell me if you have any question, doubt, or anything you want to ask. Okay. You are 6. No, sorry, that is not you. And you are 6A. Do you know if any other person in the group was connecting? Did you talk to anyone? Yes, Lucas.
Lo digo en español. Yo no conozco a la mayoría acá, porque como somos todas diferentes carreras.
Okay.
Do
no something in the chat Zoom. Put present. Yes, please, all of you, Lore, Jose, and Lucas, write present so that I have the. I save that for later. Okay. Well, here in the campus, as you know, you have a lot of revision in these lessons. Today we are in lesson 9. Yes, we are in lesson 9. All right. On the other hand, there is a proposal that se propuso como idea, que esto no sé si será así para el día lunes, no sé si será igual para el viernes, después les comunico, que se podría hacer el parcial oral y escrito el mismo día en la segunda fecha, en caso de que nos corra el tiempo, bueno, debido a que yo hoy no estoy, no sé qué va a pasar en los próximos días. Entonces es posible que exista este cambio, que en vez de hacer el parcial ese día, el 11, pueda hacer el 18. No les quiero asegurar porque no lo sé, pero es una opción. No solo para ustedes, ¿no? Sino para los demás grupos también. Pero eso lo vamos a ir charlando semana a semana, por eso estén atentos y atentas a los mensajes que les vamos mandando. Okay, then lesson 9, there we are. Well, there it says ESP project, then I have to open that. And here it says that you will practice conditional 2, okay? There are tutorial videos with useful information. And in lesson 8, you have all the things for conditional 1, all right? So lessons 8 and 9 are about conditional 1 and 2. That is what I will explain today, all right? And then in lesson 7, right, that is why I didn't open it. This is the ESP, all right, but it's not open. In lesson 7, there is nothing. So probably in lesson 9, I will open a forum today so that you can upload, that is obligatory, okay? Esto es obligatorio para que lo tengan en cuenta, la entrega de la primera parte de ESP, okay? Que es lo que estuvimos trabajando en clase el otro día, okay? Well, so I will start explaining conditional 1 and 2. And if we have some minutes, we will start with the email writing, okay? So let's go here, and first I will show you this presentation, and then I'm going to explain it easily so that you can then practice in the booklet, all right? Well, conditional, wait me a minute that I start with the presentation. How can I do that? No, because it's not a PowerPoint. Well, there we have conditional type 1, okay? The conditional type 1, the conditionals are sentences that contain two components, okay? One component is the if clause, and the other component is the main clause. What is a clause? A clause contains subject and predicate. So, tenemos if, sujeto predicado, y luego tenemos la otra parte que es sujeto y will or won't, okay? And all that makes the conditional one, all right? I will use this so that I can explain it better, all right? Let's go to conditional type 1. Maybe if you want to write down or to start, I don't know, taking down notes, it's fine. If not, then I send you the, excuse me one. Right, conditional. It doesn't write. Conditional type 1. This conditional is a conditional that talks about a prediction, a future prediction based on a present condition, okay? So, for example, you say, I will write here, if. I write the structure and then we go to an example, all right? Subject, what I said, he, she, they, etc. And then you have present, okay? The sentence has to be in the present. Then we write a comma and we have the other part of the sentence, okay? No piensen que esto es parte 1, parte 2. ¿Por qué? Porque estas oraciones se pueden cambiar de lugar. Así que no es que tengo parte 1 y después tengo parte 2. Besides, there is a presentation in the campus that is very clear. I made the presentation with all the possible details, all the possible changes, okay? So then you have to see that in the campus, in lessons 8 and 9. In this part, we have got, again, subject, maybe the same or different, okay? And then you have will, or won't. So will or won't, affirmative or negative. That is, if you remember, level 4, okay? That is the future with will and won't, okay? The prediction. Probably you can have, ahora les voy a decir otras opciones que tienen, aparte de will y won't. Igual como les dije antes, ahora les voy a mostrar el PowerPoint, que está muy claro, con todas las explicaciones, porque lo hice yo con todos los posibles detalles en decir, bueno, si está esto, ¿qué pasa? Si está aquello, ¿sí? Bueno, and the verb here goes in the infinite. Now I fix it, eh? The verb goes in the infinitive. That is to say that the verb, wait, I will make it bigger. I will solve it, eh? 1 second. The verb doesn't change, okay? The verb stays the same as in the parentheses. Does it let me? Okay, no. Ahí está. Bueno, you know that is infinitive. I will write an example and then you tell me if you have a doubt, okay? Suppose that you say, if, do you remember this? Have you ever seen it? ¿Alguien lo ha visto alguna vez?
¿El if?
Yes, that situation of conditional sentences.
Yes, it's very common.
All right. Suppose that you say, if it is sunny, we will go out. How can you translate that into Spanish?
Si estuviera soleado, saldríamos afuera.
That is conditional too.
Ah,
Think it again. Si estuviese, no. Si, in the present.
si fuera soleado.
That is conditional too again.
Ah,
Si está soleado,
Si está soleado,
nosotros vamos a salir.
exactly, okay? So it's a present, there we will say, it's a present condition for a future prediction, okay? It's a present condition for a future prediction, yes? So I decide the condition and then I make the prediction, yes? Okay. Bueno. Think of this. I can say, I will use the same color so that we will go out if it is sunny. What change have I made? Is it the same? Is it different? What did I do? Pensemos en eso. ¿Qué hicimos?
Y cambiaron del lugar nomás. O sea, sigue significando lo mismo.
And what did I move? Jose, what did I move? Think of that.
Y la parte de future prediction.
Okay, so when I move that, the sentence is identical, all right? There is no change in the meaning, but there are two elements that change. One is the comma. Yes,
Y el it is.
why? What does it change? Se cambió.
Ah, no. Me equivoqué.
It doesn't change. So all this part, all the orange part moves to the other side, and all the red part moves to the beginning, okay? I cannot move elements. That is why I chose two colors, okay? Because the elements in the first color have to be together, and the elements in the second color have to be together too, all right? So I cannot move elements from one side to the other. I have to move the complete clause, okay? That is something that you have to bear in mind, that you cannot move separate elements, but the complete clause together, okay? Toda la oración completa. And this is very common when you're writing, okay? When you're doing an activity, that you forget about that. And so you complete with if. You have it, suppose, lo tienen de esta forma. En vez de arrancar con if, arranca con la parte de futuro. Y ustedes se confunden, ¿sí? Agregan el if, no digo ustedes, en general, porque es un error muy común. Olvidarme que está al revés. Okay, so bear in mind and try to think. And another thing that I will say is that in the main clause, in the prediction, we can have other possibilities. I'm going to go to the next. Suppose that somebody tells you, there I write, if it is rainy, okay? And the person, the prediction could be, you should take an umbrella. What is the meaning of that? Can you tell me what you think it means? It's not a prediction. What is this should or shouldn't? Yes, Lucas. What is this should or shouldn't?
Should.
Mhm.
You should take an umbrella.
And what does it mean?
Deberías tomar un.
Exactly. Okay. Instead of making a prediction, we give a piece of advice. Le damos un consejo. Si llueve, deberías llevarte paraguas. As you said, deberías. Okay. So there it is, a piece of advice. A recommendation. Recommendation. Okay. Is it fine? Is it clear or not? Lore and Jose?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. So you have to think, am I going to make a prediction? Or maybe a prediction is not okay in that context, and so we have to use advice, recommendation, suggestion, okay? Recommendation or suggestion, okay? And we have a third element. This is what you have in the booklet, all right? That is imperative. Do you remember what imperative was? We saw it when we saw reported imperatives. ¿Alguien se acuerda? Probably not.
No.
No? Lore?
Yes.
What is an
Creo que-
imperative?
What word?
For
Oh.
example, what is an imperative? Think of an example.
Remember, close the windows.
Exactly. If it's rainy, close the windows. Okay? Or take an umbrella. Or in the negative, don't walk. Take a taxi. All right? So instead of making a sentence with should or shouldn't, we use an imperative. If it's rainy, close the windows. So I am telling somebody that depending on the condition, what the person should or shouldn't do. Okay? So these are other varieties inside conditional one. Okay? Si pasa tal cosa, tenés que hacer tal otra. And it's important that in that case, we can move again all the clothes. You should take an umbrella if it is rainy. Close the window if it is rainy. Okay? So it's very important that you remember that you move all the clothes to the other side. Lo único que no se usa es la coma, porque depende de qué tipo de clause esté hablando. Como son dos clause, una es if clause y la otra es main clause, depende de eso que yo no ponga la coma. ¿Ok? Is it clear?
Yes.
It's fine.
Yes.
In case you have doubts, well, then you see the video and you try to think again and practice and do some activities. Okay? I will, if this lets me, I'm going to go to the campus again and we will go to lesson. Let me see if I can open the, wait. Could you see this, no, this video, the PowerPoint, this PowerPoint? Did anyone see it?
Let me see right now.
It's in the, I will show you, doesn't matter. There it is. So this is a summary that I prepared that was made in the pandemic, now when everything was very weird. So it says future prediction based on a condition, present condition, okay? There you have if clause and main clause, if plus present clause, future clause. All right, then here we have an example. If we study hard, we will pass the exam. We will pass the exam if we study hard, all right? We can change the order of the clauses, but the whole clause moves. When the sentence begins with the main clause, you have to omit the comma, as I said before, okay? And there I wrote examples of many different types, okay? Yo lo que hice fue para que ustedes tuvieran en cuenta cuáles eran todas las posibilidades que existen, les hice un ejemplo de cada cosa. Si entre paréntesis está be, ¿qué pasa? Si entre paréntesis está not be, ¿qué pasa? Okay? Because sometimes it's confusing when you have to write, for example, if you write isn't or aren't or don't or doesn't. Parece simple porque digo, ay, es presente simple que lo vi en primer año, pero cuando lo tienen que aplicar se lo olvidan o se lo confunden. ¿Sí? Entonces, para que quede todo claro, yo les armé ejemplos con todas las posibilidades que había. Be, is, am, are, not be, isn't, aren't, am, not. ¿Ok? Todavía estamos en if clause. ¿Ok? Then, what happens if we have a verb? Not be, another verb. Well, so there you have to think if the verb is study or studies, work or works, if the verb is singular, the subject is singular or plural, all right? If you need the inflection. And in the negative, when you have not have lunch, no pongo isn't have lunch. I have to think that here I need don't or doesn't, okay? Les recalco esto porque siempre hay errores con este tema. Aparece not y ya me confunde si tengo que poner isn't, si don't, si doesn't, si what is going on here, okay? So, concentrate when you do it. In the parcial, you will have 1 or 2 sentences of this. So think wisely. Piensen. ¿Es verb to be? No. Bueno, es don't or doesn't. Lleva la S, no la lleva. Think well, all right, when you do it. On the other hand, we have got the main clause, the prediction, and as you can see, you have will or you have won't. No more, okay? And then there is a possibility that you have imperative, well, there. Ven que acá en vez de poner if it's rainy, puse if it rains. Ok, hay que prestar atención. No decía be, decía rain. Entonces, ¿qué digo? Bueno, es it, le pongo la S. Bueno, acá abajo ven, yo me la olvidé. And there is imperative or subject plus should or shouldn't and the infinitive. Remember that en la parte de main clause el verbo siempre va a estar en infinitivo. Si está solo como imperative, va a estar en infinitivo. Es decir, take, go, no sé, swim, run. Ahora, si está con should or shouldn't, también va a ir en imperativo. Take. Y si está will y won't, también va a ir en infinitivo. Bueno. And that is a little summary of the main clause. Okay? Is that all clear?
Yes.
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 Excellent. Well, now we will go to, I have to explain everything very quickly. Sorry, people, but this is what we can do today. Yo no debería estar acá, pero lo hago por ustedes. Y porque mi responsabilidad de ayudarlos y ayudarlas en este último tramo de la universidad y del nivel 6. Okay. On the other hand, we will see conditional 2, all right? As we said before, conditional 1 is a prediction based on a condition. present, future. Conditional to is the past of this conditional in the structure. Es decir, la estructura de este condicional 2 es el pasado de la estructura del condicional 1, pero no el significado. Conditional to is in the present, not in the past. Okay? That is something very important and confusing sometimes, all right? I write here conditional type 2. Wait a minute. Okay. And I will do the same I did before, okay? I write the if clause and then I write the main clause, but you remember that again, you can switch, okay? Change places. There we've got if plus past simple, present no, now we have past. And on the other, sorry, I write it this way. Subject plus past, okay? And on the other hand, we will have the same subject. And now, instead of will, we have would. ¿Por qué? Porque will es would es el pasado de will, okay? Would, I tell you something, it's important that you know that you can write apostrophe D, okay? Instead of would, you can write apostrophe D. And the verb goes in the infinitive. Again, all right? The verb goes in the infinitive. No piensen que pasado y pongo el verbo en pasado. No, no, it's not necessary. And wait a minute, let me see if I can. Aparte escribí mal subject. Esperen que estoy intentando que. ¿Se entiende que eso es infinitive? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I will try. I will move this one first. I will do something. I move this part here so I can move the other. All right. And I have the possibility to make it complete. And here, another important thing to say is that the negative is wouldn't, okay? Occasionally, you can have could or couldn't as podría. Okay, and now yes is what Lucas said before, okay? Do you remember, Lucas, the example you told me before? ¿Te acordás la traducción que hiciste?
Debería llevar un.
No, that is should and shouldn't, the one you did before. Don't worry. Don't worry, I will do it again. First of all, I will write here that this is, excuse me 1 second. This here is the if clause, as I said before. Si las invierto completas, otra vez, y no le pongo la coma, okay? And that is the main clause. Well, the if clause contains the condition, and again, the main clause contains the prediction. But here, we are talking about, and that is what is the most important thing here, is that we are talking about an imaginary situation. So this situation is unreal, and besides, hypothetical. Okay? It's imaginary, unreal, and hypothetical. What is the meaning of that? It doesn't exist, okay? It doesn't exist. Wait a minute that I'm going to move some elements because I want that you, this is the if clause. This is the main clause. And here we have the definition. I will change the color so that you have it like that. This is the definition of the topic. Ahí les voy a hacer un recuadrito para que les quede ahí claro. Bueno, I write the example. Suppose, voy a ser como un poco extremista. Los ejemplos pueden ser cualquier cosa, pero yo les voy a poner uno para que se den cuenta porque es algo imposible, algo que no va a suceder, ¿sí? Suppose that you say, me va a quedar un poco apretado, pero no importa, después les pongo más ejemplos del otro lado. If I have superpowers, perdón, is it possible that we humans have superpowers? What do you think?
No.
No. Can we fly, be invisible, or anything? We can't. So, that is how you have to remember. No todos los ejemplos van a ser así de extremos. Ahora vamos a ver alguno que no lo es. Pero, piénsalo de ese modo. Es algo que no sucede. In the present, it's impossible. ¿Ok? If I had superpowers, I would fly. All right? What is the translation of that? What is the translation in Spanish? Who can tell me?
Si yo tuviera superpoderes, yo podría volar.
Exactly. Yo, in that case, would be volaría. Si quisieras decir podría volar, you would use could. Okay, que está bien también, ¿eh? It's not incorrect, but here the translation would be volaría. So it's an imaginary situation, then I will include it here, because probably it's not so clear. A ver si me deja escribir. A ver, uy, lo borré, no sé qué hice. Bueno, no importa. No sé qué hice, ¿eh? Le cambié de color, no sé qué hice. Ustedes no ven, ¿qué están viendo? No sé qué hice, sincero. Ahí está. Ah, no me deja escribir, me parece. A ver, voy a intentar, porque lo que quiero ponerles es que es una imaginary situation. A ver. Bueno. In the present. Imaginary situation in the present. Bueno, it doesn't matter. Está medio que enloqueció esto, pero no importa. Así, lo vamos a dejar así. ¿Se entiende?
Yes.
Bien, no sé por qué se enloqueció esto. A ver si... Déjenme ver si lo puedo directamente borrar y lo vuelvo a escribir. A ver. So, we say that this is... Borro esto, ahí lo vuelvo a escribir para que les quede bien claro. Imaginary, unreal situation in the present, okay? You know that I included the word hypothetical, but it's the same. But suppose that I tell you another possibility. If I had money, I would go to Europe. Digamos, yo no tengo plata ahora, hoy. Entonces, eso es imposible hoy. La de los superpoderes es imposible siempre. Pero la otra es imposible hoy. If I had money, I would travel to Europe. Today, I can't. So for me, that is unreal, impossible, or hypothetical. Probably in 5 years, I can get the money, save, and go to Europe. But you have to remember that is why it's important that you know that it's impossible today. All right? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So think of the two examples. The extreme of if I had superpowers, I would fly, or the possibility to say, suppose if I had money, I would, or I'd, or I could travel. Okay, now at the moment I can't. Well, I would save all this so that you have it. Now I'm going to show you the other PowerPoint I prepared for the conditional 2, okay? All right, let me check if I've got it here in the campus. I think I've got it here in the campus. All right, one second. Lesson 9. And déjeme ver si puedo ingresar desde acá. There is a tutorial. And acá. There we got it. Ven, les voy mostrando para que también sepan qué cosas pueden obtener. Excuse me one second. Okay, can you see it? There we have got hypothetical, unreal, and imaginary, as I said before. There it says, the second conditional is used to express an unreal situation in the present. Okay, so you've got if subject past simple and subject would or wouldn't infinitive. All right. Okay, what happens here with verb to be? Miren esto porque es muy importante que lo sepan. Ven que acá dice if I were. You know that if I goes with was. But in conditional sentences, be could be were, ¿ok? Cuando yo te quiero decir si yo fuese o si ella fuese, con cualquier sujeto puede usar were, ¿ok? Tengan en cuenta que ese es el condicional 2. Permite que cualquier sujeto vaya con was o con were, ¿sí? No, perdón, con were, ¿ok? Los que van con was pueden ir con were. If you have not be, wasn't or weren't, ¿ok? But if you have a verb, for example, have, the verb goes in the past, had. And if you have the verb in the negative, not work, for example, not drive, you use didn't, no wasn't. Lo mismo que les dije antes para el presente, les digo ahora para el pasado. Ojo, no confundirse. And if you have can, you have to use could. If I could swim, if they could swim, all right? Then, in the main clause, you will have would or wouldn't. All right? Would, wouldn't, occasionally, as I said, could or couldn't. Pero ustedes van a decir, pero ¿cómo puedo poner could de un lado y del otro? Sí, porque could funciona como el pasado de can y could funciona como un modal verb similar a would. ¿Ok? Entonces, puede ser, no va a suceder que de los dos lados use could, pero puedo usarlo en ambos lados. ¿Ok? There we have an example. If I had money, I would travel. I would travel if I had money. You change the clauses, but you omit the comma. And in questions, the questions are always, what would you do if you, all right? The question goes in the what would you, where would you, when would you? Well, and there you have some more examples, okay? Well, that is all I have to say about conditionals 1 and 2. Do you have any doubts?
No.
No.
Nothing? All right, excellent. Now it's time for you to practice. Les recomiendo que vayan al examen que se subió hoy y practiquen. Las respuestas van a llegar en unos días porque la idea es que lo puedan hacer sin las respuestas y luego puedan chequear que esté bien, ¿ok? Something very little I want to tell you about the email writing, all right? That is the part that's missing, ¿ok? Esto sería como la última parte que nos quedaría de ESP, que es la entrega del email, ¿sí? Entonces, es importante que ustedes sepan cómo se va a formular ese email, ¿sí? Esto igualmente va a estar también subido y va a estar, está explicado en varios distintos tutoriales. First of all, the email is going to be informal, ¿ok? Informal email, all right? There you will have, wait a second, that I underline this. And there you will write, hi, and the name of the person you're writing to, okay? Informally, all right? Hi, hello, or anything you want to say, usually with exclamation mark, because it's a close relationship, or occasionally a comma. So you decide if you use an exclamation mark or a comma, all right? And you don't use dear, maybe dear, yes, because if it is a friend, you can say mi querida amiga, I don't know, querido amigo. But in general, we use hello or hi. Then you need to write a kind of introduction, something to break the ice and to start, okay? Maybe you can say, how are you? What's up? How are things doing? Okay, how are you doing? Or anything to break the ice, all right? Then you can write some, maybe thanks for your previous email or anything similar to that. Or maybe you say, todo esto que les pongo lo pueden utilizar, digamos, en el cuadernillo hay miles de opciones más, pero realmente pueden utilizar cualquiera de estas cosas que yo les voy diciendo, no es que me están copiando, sino que son las formas que hay que usar. I've been very busy at work or at university, all right? You write something of the sort, or I've been on holidays, etc. In this first paragraph, you are going to write why you're writing this email, okay? So you can use contractions. I'm writing to tell you a bit about a project I'm doing or I have done. Maybe you can say I have done at university. University. Okay. It is a project. Well, no, maybe that is okay. And then in the next paragraphs, we have to explain, okay? In paragraph 2, you have to explain the project, okay? In paragraph 2 and 3, explain the project and provide information about it. Include, this is what we said the other day, the experience. The experience means, bueno, Lore y José ya hablamos, no sé, Lucas, ¿vos estabas el otro día, Lucas?
No, I wasn't.
Ok. Bueno, después de última, ¿por qué no se pasan ahora por WhatsApp, por acá por el chat, algunos WhatsApp como para que por las dudas se puedan ir comunicando, teniendo en cuenta que yo no sé cuándo voy a estar 100% presente, ¿ok? Así también le pueden contar un poco a Lucas lo que estuvimos hablando. Lucas, ¿cuál era tu carrera? ¿Me podés recordar?
Informática.
Ah, IT. Bueno, ok.
IT.
Yo subí material de IT, no sé vos hasta dónde llegaste, si lo leíste, si ya trabajaste con la parte 1.
No, recién me voy a poner al día porque estuve fuera de la ciudad, estuve en
Bueno, pero
provincia.
es importante que ya te pongas porque ya pronto va a
Sí,
haber que estar
sí,
haciendo
sí.
la parte esta y la parte del oral. Entonces, yo te aconsejaría que ya arranques con, aunque sea, porque para estos días va a haber que entregar la parte 1 y vas a quedar atrasado y bueno, cuando tengas que, para quien haya, cuando yo les diga, ok, parte 1 bien, ya pueden arrancar a hacer esto, ¿sí? ¿Qué incluía la experiencia? Bueno, que ustedes contaran, digamos, pudiésemos ver cómo les atravesaba este tema en sus carreras. Bueno, Lore, nosotras estuvimos hablando un poco lo que vos ibas a hacer, como desde la parte de farmacia, y José sobre la práctica en una clase, ¿se acuerdan?
Sí,
Sí.
Bueno, eso es la experiencia para ustedes, ¿sí? Y en el caso de las otras carreras, lo estuvimos conversando, bueno, la mayoría eran de PEF, y me acuerdo de Milagros de turismo, que también estuvimos ya diagramando el proyecto, ¿sí? Así que por eso, ¿le pasaron algún celular a Lucas?
Sí, lo acaba de pasar Lorena en el
Bueno,
chat. Le acabo de mandar un
bueno,
mensaje.
bien. De última, José, si querés vos también, pon el tuyo y armen un pequeño grupito para, bueno, ir acompañándose en este tiempo o viendo si que se les generan dudas generales que después me las puedan preguntar a mí, o bueno, o vemos cómo lo vamos resolviendo, ¿sí? Eso entonces sería la parte de include the experience. So paragraphs 2 and 3, around, I don't know, 8 lines, all right? This part will contain about 8 lines because you have to explain that is connected to what, to the summary, el resumen que hicimos hasta ahora, ¿sí? That is what you have to include in that part. And finally, you have to close, all right? For example, you say, thanks for being supportive, or I have to leave because, and you explain why, all right? So that you have a closure. Then you can say in another part, in the next line, look forward. This is a very nice ending to hearing from you soon. That means espero saber de vos, all right? Look forward to hearing from you soon. And then in the last line, I wrote look. You can say, for example, love, hugs, regards. You choose one, okay? Not all of them. It's only one thing that you say at the end of a hugs, kisses, best, and all of them with a comma. Love, comma. Termina. Eligen uno, ¿sí? ¿Eso quedó claro? Love, comma, name. Regards, comma, name. Okay? Best, I don't know, anything you want to choose. As I said before, in the booklet, you have a lot of options. Not only that. And then you write your name, okay? In the next line. ¿Por qué les aclaro todo esto? Porque todo va a ser importante, ¿sí? Todo va a ser importante. No es que si no pongo el saludo, no, todo cuenta en formato. Es decir, yo me olvido de poner el hi y el nombre, ya voy a arrancar con algunos puntos menos, ¿sí? Todo tiene una organización y todo tiene que estar en el email. I will save, me voy a guardar un celular, ¿sí? en caso que sea necesario. Lore, ahora le saco una foto para tenerlo. En caso de que sea más fácil comunicarme con, no sé, por ejemplo, con Lore. ¿Ok?
Perfecto, profe, sí.
Okay, excellent. Well, people, is it okay? Do you have doubts or anything you want to ask me?
No.
No.
Okay.
Perfecto.
Do you want to, if you can, try to communicate with the others, okay? Maybe you know people from the other careers, well, explain the situation, okay? I don't know if I will be able to be with you in the next, I don't know, next week, okay? So that is something that I wanted to tell you, and thank you so much for this last minute change, okay? Well,
Okay.
I will stop
Okay.
the recording. Well, I don't know, close from here. Well, people, so see you soon, and in case I need to communicate, we communicate through the campus, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
See you next time.